thing with long nails is they are always changing. To dig in to a pumpkin and maybe make a shape or have my nails poking through. C curve here. 32. I want it on the pinky. Make videos where they are scratching other people. Videos I can make to celebrate 1 year. My nails at the moment are all long. Well, hello. Ages ago, I made a video that was called Nail Chats for Nail Lovers or something like that. And this is going to be a kind of updated version of that, I suppose, where I will just be talking about my nails. I want to give you an update actually on each of my nails at the moment. The thing with long nails is they are always changing. Sometimes they break, sometimes they change shape, sometimes one grows and you haven't really noticed how much it's grown. So I'll be talking through my nails. I have some nail care bits here that I will be using. If you want to see the first one of these, I don't remember when it was. It was quite near the start when I started this channel, so I'll put a thing in the top corner now if you want to see it. I've used this nail oil loads in videos after saying I didn't like it. The thing is while I haven't noticed it make a difference to my nails in the long term, in the short term it makes them kind of shiny, and it also just gives them a layer of protection from water and getting wet, which is always a big one for long nails. Okay, so this thumbnail was super long up until the start of August, and I lost probably more than half of it. It's now doing really well. It's got a little sort of catch bit on it there which I haven't been able to file down, but it seems okay. My thumbnails are, I'll show you, like my curviest in terms of this C curve here. They curve more than my others. So like for example, this one's not as much. These get more curved as they get longer, whereas the others don't seem to. This pointer finger has had a journey. When did it break? Not that long ago, 2-3 weeks ago maybe, it broke. It was so much longer than this, more than half as long. Sorry, it broke more than halfway down. So it was really quite a change going from how long it was to this. And what was frustrating is I don't even know how it broke. It just had a crack from this side going in. It's got a crack on this side as well. I cracked it when it was super long, but I put a patch on it, and when the first patch sort of came off, there was barely a crack there, but I put another patch on anyway, just in case. But this feels super short to me, this nail. It's barely, like, it's not even as big as the pink bit. So that's a short nail for me. This middle one was really, really long. I just this morning was flicking through my old Instagram posts, and there was a little reel of me measuring my nails, and this one had been 41 millimeters long. How long is it now? Do I have a... I do. That's loud. So now it's 32, maybe 32 millimeters. So it was way longer. It was the first one to break on this hand when they were all long. It was around June. I had a real sweet spot for all the nails on my left hand being really long, and they were all long together before this one broke. And this little one, this one got really long as well, and then I broke it in the supermarket. And the piece of nail, which would have been probably as big as the white bit, it just poinged off somewhere on the floor. And I was at the tills paying for my shopping, so I couldn't stop and look for it without making a really big scene, which I wasn't about to do. And then this pinky has done really well, but just a few videos ago I trimmed the end. I think, what did I lose in the end? About 4 millimeters. So while it's still really long, it was a bit longer. Now this screenshot right hand thumb is having a little bit of drama at the moment, and I think I know how it's happened, but we have a crack way down here. I see, because I know the light's coming from the wrong side. If you can see it there. And it's a full crack, like it's moving. And I haven't decided what to do with it yet. I keep ignoring it, but then it's getting worse. I've put a nail glue and a patch on my thumbnail before. I had one on here, and it lasted really, really well. But because this is so low, I can't go both sides. So it would just have to sit on the top, which is better than nothing. But the problem, it's not a problem, but my nails at the moment are all long. I know I said I don't feel like this is long, and I don't really. However, I am aware that all of my nails are long, and usually I have a nail or two that are shorter and I'm able to do things with, various button pressing or things like that. And at the moment I don't have any short nails. So this crack, I think, came from repeatedly putting on shoes or boots that are quite tight fitting. You know how you put your thumb in the back of your shoe and then you slip your foot in? I was just using this thumb to do that because I'm not used to having a long thumbnail on my right hand. And I think it was doing that quite a few times, well, every day I suppose, that probably caused that crack. So I'm being much more careful now, but if you've ever had really long nails on every finger, you'll know there's some things become almost impossible to do. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying usually I have a short nail that can help me out in this situation, but at the moment I don't. I posted a video actually on my story. Wait, I don't think I did. Maybe I just posted it on my personal account. But I was trying to take my credit card out of a card reader, and it was one of those ones that just leaves a little square of the card for you to grab onto, and I was really struggling because you put your finger in and there's a back here and then you can't get the card. That's one example. These two nails I can talk about together. They've had a very similar journey. They got kind of long at the start of the year before breaking quite undramatically, but they're getting there. They're quite a nice length at the moment. I don't know if any of my nails are going to break next. It's probably this one or the thumb because I'm right-handed, so it's just the fingers I use the most for everyday things, and I use them really without thinking, without taking into account that I've got long nails on them. This is one that is sneaking up out of nowhere, this nail. This was one of the first nails to break on my channel. Either the end of, no, it must have been the start of this year. And it broke quite low down. It was about there, I think. So it's had a really nice growth journey and I really like it. I hadn't really noticed that it was getting this long until quite recently. But it looks nice, doesn't it? And then this pinky I cut on a video recently because I broke it while cleaning the shower. It's a shame because it was getting really long. I really liked it actually. That's the journey of long nails. They're long and then they break. So I think this hand in particular is very obviously all different lengths, and it's not something that gets mentioned a lot on YouTube, but when I post my nails on TikTok, because my content seems to get pushed to people who aren't that interested in nails, I suppose, people on TikTok really have a lot to say about the fact that they're not even. People on TikTok really want them to be even. I find that really interesting because it's not a comment that I got on my YouTube videos. Also, people on TikTok seem to want them painted more as well. which I don't like doing very much. The trouble is, if I paint my nails, they just look like everyone else's nails who have got fake acrylics that are painted. I think the joy that I find in mine is that they are very obviously natural nails. From afar, maybe you may think they're fake, just because most people's are when they're this long. But you only need to look for a second to know actually they're real nails. And I like that about them. I have no idea what this is. Anyone? But I use it for pushing my cuticles back, and maybe that's what it's for. It came from a nail set, so maybe that's actually what it's for. This is not something I do a lot, but usually I just push my cuticles back with another nail. But for the sake of this video, I'll do it with this mystery tool. Seems to work pretty well anyway. You guys ask me all the time if people notice my nails or what people say in real life when they notice my nails, and my response is always, people don't notice my nails. No one is interested in my real life. However, I had one day where I noticed a lot of people noticed my nails and nobody said anything. But I was at a water park, and I think a mixture of there being a lot of people around in close proximity and also a lot of kids. I noticed so many people notice my nails. Also, I was very cold for a lot of the time, so I had my hands up here, like huddling like this. So I suppose if someone looked at my face, they would have seen my nails. And when my nails are wet, they go much more curved. So they were really looking quite creepy, in a good way, of course, I think. But yeah, I had noticed lots of people notice them, do second glances, or then say something to their friend and try and get their friend to look. It was funny because, like I said, no one ever gives them a second glance the rest of the time. I'm hoping this is one of the last videos that I'll be filming on this phone, my old phone that I've had for, I think, almost 6 years. That has so many issues, so many things go wrong with it. It's so temperamental. But I have a new phone now, I just haven't set it up yet. I need to get a heavy duty case for it because I drop my phone a lot. So hopefully you'll see a difference in quality from maybe not the next video, but the one after that, hopefully. I'm really sad that this crack has happened, not just because I'm always sad when I break a nail, but with Halloween coming up, I had wanted to film some pumpkin related content, and specifically I had wanted to use my thumbnails to dig in to a pumpkin and maybe make a shape or something. However, with this one damaged, I can't risk stabbing that into a pumpkin. It's just going to make things worse. Even if I put a patch on it, I wouldn't. So, no pumpkin destroying, I'm afraid. Probably no food-based destroying videos for a little while, just because it's more important to me that my nails get a little bit longer and stronger, and maybe wait for this crack to grow out a little bit. I came across a YouTube channel a while ago, and I'm not sure I've talked about it. The reason I mention it is because a lot of people here ask me about scratching, if I would make a video scratching someone, various related themes to that. There is a YouTube channel that is literally dedicated to giving scratch massages, and it's women. They have acrylic nails, they are fake nails, but they make videos where they are scratching other people. Not aggressive scratching, it's more like a scratch massage, I guess. So, I don't know, some of you might be interested in that. I don't remember the name now, but I will put it up on the screen. It's called like Scratcher Girls or something like that. I think they're American. I'm not particularly interested in scratching anyone, or I would, I think, for a friend, if a friend wanted to sit for me and I could just lightly scratch their back, that might make a cute video. My daughter likes me to scratch her head, her scalp, so I do that quite a lot. So next month, I will have been making these videos for 1 year at the end of November. When I set this channel up, I said to myself I would do it for 6 months, and if nothing came of it, I'd stop after 6 months. And by the time I got to 6 months, I was right on the cusp of being able to monetize the channel. I just needed to keep going for another week or 2, or 2 weeks maybe. So I did that. And here we are. By the way, I found my Frog Barbados file. My favourite one. I don't need it just now, but anyway, what I wanted to say about my channel being 1 year old is if anyone has any ideas for videos I can make to celebrate 1 year. I'm open to ideas. For 6 months I did a question and answer thing. A lot of the questions were the same, but I think it was quite a nice video anyway. So drop in the comments if you have any suggestions. It'd be nice to do something a bit different. Having said that, I don't really know what, and I haven't had loads of ideas, so. I found these gloves in a charity shop. I was actually with my mum, and my mum showed me these and said, you should get these gloves and do something with them, make a video with them. So I did get them. They were secondhand, not expensive, and they are black, a silky feel dinner gloves. I don't know what you call them. Evening gloves, the label calls them evening gloves. And my mum's idea was to cut the end out of the fingers and have my nails poking through, which could look kind of cute, but I don't know how I would make that into a video. Any ideas? It would make for some cool photos, but a video I'm not sure. There's someone I follow on Instagram, and she has customised a few of her gloves or clothing with holes in the end so her nails stick out, and she's got these super long stiletto nails, so it looks really cool. So maybe I'll make a video with these, but I just don't know what it's going to be yet. Can put some rings on. My ring collection is really growing. However, I have lost probably my favourite ring, which was silver and kind of looked like an eye. And I bought it in Portugal, so I cannot easily replace it. I was hoping that when I cleared this space, this desk of mine is often in a bit of a mess, and I was hoping when I cleared it that that ring would magically appear, but it has not. This is my other chunky one that I wear in place of it at the moment. I'm still hoping I can find it. I quite like just choosing the rings that I feel like choosing, of course, but what I mean is I don't mind wearing gold and silver together, or maybe I'm wearing earrings and a necklace and a hand chain. I'll still wear loads of rings. I just really like over accessorizing. Off my thumb. I don't have many that fit my thumb well. My thumb's really skinny here, but then bigger here. So whatever one I need to get over the thick bit is then kind of loose. That won't work. Where is it? I picked up this one in a charity shop just last week. It's really cute, and you can change the size, so it fits on a load of different fingers. Someone on my Instagram requested a photo or video, I can't remember, of my thumbs and of both sides of my thumbs, so I really want to do that. I've made a video on Instagram where I'm sort of showing my two pinkies, and that's quite a cute little reel, so I will do the same with my thumbs, but in case that person is watching, there's my thumbs, my damaged thumb. And then how do I show this side? Weird lighting coming from behind. So, homework for this week, guys, is to please let me know some ideas for a 1-year channelversary video. I am aware I haven't made a balloon popping video in a while. YouTube doesn't love my balloon popping videos. They have been flagged for adult content in the past, so you need an account to watch them. They've been flagged for shocking content. I certainly can't monetize those videos, which isn't the end of the world, but it's I don't want to annoy YouTube too much by them thinking I'm making shocking content, so that's why I haven't done many. Maybe I'll make one as a reel for Instagram rather than here. Instagram's a bit more chilled out about that sort of thing. I don't want that one though, I want it on the pinky. If you have any specific nail related questions, you can ask me them in the comments or on Instagram, or I have my email on this account actually. I think you need to be on a desktop to see it. I don't see it when I go on my phone, but it's there. If you go onto like my info page on my channel or about or something like that, it's there anyway. I don't mind answering innocent questions, if you know what I mean. I have some quite nice chats with some of you guys actually. So thanks for watching, guys, and thank you for subscribing if you subscribe and following me. on this journey. Have a great week.